Hey y'all, welcome back to Ryan and Robert Rants. We're back again with another trailer reaction and review. Today, which one are we going to be talking about, Robert?
We're going to be watching and reacting to The Old Guard 2. It's a sequel to one of Netflix's more successful movies, The Old Guard, starring Charlize Theron. I'm looking forward to this one. I did like the first one. It was a good movie. It wasn't perfect, but it was a fun, enjoyable movie. So I was waiting. I think the sequel for this one took way too long to come out. But yeah, I'm excited to watch this trailer.
Nice, nice. And I have my reservations about the first one that we may or may not discuss after. But yeah, I'm queued up, ready to go when you are.
I'm good to go.
Awesome. Counting down three, two, one, go.
Does she age?
That does not look good the way that it's shot. Feel like somebody was holding a camera behind the scenes. They're doing behind the scenes footage of the filming.
Yeah.
Uma Thurman. God.
I was gonna say the first one did end like that, right? Where they found, yeah,
Something like that.
I think, right.
I
I
don't
think it
remember
ended
this one.
with them finding that.
It feels like it's almost shot like a TV show.
Yeah,
This doesn't feel like it has a cinematic feel until right there.
July 2nd.
Rated R.
July 2nd. That's what, Jurassic World.
Around there, I think. Something like that.
Okay.
A Sky Dance. Wow. I'm surprised they put their name on this with how shoddy it looks. It does not look like it's
Yeah.
shot well.
First comment was like, it's been 84 years. Yeah, I mean, that's just like that's the problem with like the Netflix type of method with some of their shows or movies, right? You release everything all at once, and then you gotta. I think they wait like 28 days to get like streaming data, and then
Yeah.
that's when they calculate to see, okay, well, you know, we want to do a second season, but by then, like, okay, now you got to write everything, and then get every all this people back in the same schedule. And I hate that how everything takes 2 years. It's like maybe you should like pay the writers to like, hey, write your first season or write your first movie and give us a treatment for a follow up, and then you go from there.
Yeah.
But I hate how it's done.
It's because I don't know if it's always been like this or it's just more noticeable now. It's how it's run like a business.
Yeah,
Like it's like, was it profitable? Okay, turn around and crank it out.
like
But
I get
it's
it,
not
but at
even
the
about
same
the
time,
quality. Like the
yeah,
quality is so shoddy with
yeah,
how a lot of stuff is done now because of that method. And especially with a movie like this where okay, so here's what there was two big issues I had with the first one. The first one I was actually really excited to see. One because it was during the pandemic, so it was like, okay, cool, we have
we
something
have
new
stuff to
coming
watch.
out.
Yeah,
And the trailer and the concept sounded really cool. The two things I hated about it, I hated the new immortal, the girl
hmm
who's supposed to be likable and relatable. I hated
she
her
wasn't.
character. She was
Yeah, she
the
was not.
most annoying part
She
of
wasn't.
the movie.
She wasn't written well because I
No,
want to
she wasn't.
just speak on that. It's like, okay, so I know this is based on a comic. I've never read it. However, when you have something that's an established in world, and we can like this to like something like the X-Men, and you're bringing in a new character, that new character is the audience's gateway into that group, much like Rogue was from like the first X-Men, or like Jubilee was from the animated series in the 90s. Like, you have to make that character, you have to write that character well, and you got to make them likable, because if the audience doesn't like that character, you can have the all-star cast. Like, yeah, we love Charlize Theron, right? Like, we she's great, but at the same time, like, we if especially how it ends, right? Like,
Yeah.
spoiler, like, she loses her ability to like be immortal or whatever, and whatever. So we have a feeling like, okay, going forward, if there's more movies, she's not going to stick around. So this new character has to be that bridge, and we have to like that character. She was not. again, I don't know if it's again, I've never read the comic, so I don't know how faithful it was. But yeah, like they could have done a better job. And nothing, I mean, nothing against the actress or anything, but it just wasn't
No,
written
no, it's
written
the
well or anything.
character.
Yeah.
The character is annoying, so I had issues with the character. And you're right.
So I agree
You
with
know,
that one.
it's like, yeah, you have to have that focal point of you're introducing this new character. This character has to be someone you root for. You may disagree with them, but you still support them
Yeah.
through it. And I just couldn't throughout. And that was one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to turn it off, but I just was like, okay, just power through it, see what happens. And then the use of music. The use of music was so annoying in that movie. There was a pop song literally every time the scene changed.
I don't even remember
Like,
that. I guess it was that
dude,
forgettable for me.
go back and watch it,
Yeah.
and you'll see, like, it's so annoying. And I said it earlier when we were talking about it, that I'm pretty sure if it had a soundtrack, there'd be like 37 tracks just as like pop singles and like hip
That's
hop
why
and
they didn't
like,
have a
the
budget for this
modern.
movie. They paid the soundtrack budget for the other one. That's where all
Yeah,
the
we
money
couldn't
went
afford to make it
into.
look good, but it's gonna sound
Yeah, yeah.
great, y'all,
Well,
with like
yeah,
the
yeah. It's just
biggest
gonna have
hits.
it's gonna have good music, but it's gonna be placed in just weird places.
Yeah. And like I said, the issue I have with this trailer is the look,
Yeah,
the tone, and the fact that Skydance put their stamp on it. Because you would figure, with as big as a company it is, especially in partnership with Netflix,
yeah,
there would be a little bit more money put into something like this, especially when it's going to be your summer release.
yep,
Like, this is your July 4th weekend movie. It's
yeah.
coming out on
Coming
July
out
2nd.
coming out the same week as Jurassic World. Like,
Yeah.
I understand, like, people are gonna go see Jurassic World and you're gonna watch this one at home, but that's who you're kind of competing. Yeah, you're gonna go watch Jurassic World, come home, watch this, but like you're essentially competing with it. Like, you're still competing with those eyes. Like, now which ones are who's gonna watch what first now?
Yeah. And how long is the attention going to be kept on this one
Yep.
versus, like, just
It's
from what
like,
it
what, a
looks
week
like?
later
How,
it's Superman in
yeah.
theaters. So
So it's, yeah.
yeah.
Out of 10, what do you give this one?
I mean, the trailer didn't do. I was gonna watch this movie regardless. It's on streaming. Gonna watch it. Doesn't matter. um,
You still
I,
need to
I
watch.
I enjoyed, more or less. I enjoyed the first one. It wasn't a great movie, but it was just one. Like you said, we watched it. Like, that's the reason why a lot of people watched Tiger King. Was that any good? I don't know. I never watched it,
Same.
but you had something to watch during But I think it was a decent movie, right? So I mean, I was excited for this one. I have a feel like you watch. I don't, again, never read the comics. I don't even know if the comic was just like a limited series and it was just the first movie. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you watch. She's gonna end up getting her powers back at some point in this movie, right? Because they're
Oh,
like, oh, we
yeah.
might have a franchise. It's like, we ended the
Yeah.
first one, like, it could have been the end of all of it, but then, like, it did well, so now we have to do another one. But yet we still need to keep her because she's the star. So you watch. She's gonna get her powers back somehow.
Yeah, she'll probably
Um,
kill Uma Thurman, and then
Something,
boom,
and
she gets
like,
her
yeah,
powers back.
exactly.
Transference or something.
Something, yeah. Or maybe that when they pulled out of the, because they were like they were together, right, romantically, in the first one, the one they pulled out of that coffin type thing.
I
I'm,
think I don't
I
remember.
know they were together the longest, like with each other the longest. So I might be misremembering. They might have not been together, but I know they were like partners, like side by side, like the
Yeah,
longest out of
like
whatever.
companions and
Pretty
stuff
much,
like
yeah.
that.
So maybe she gives her. I don't know. But for the trailer, like, it was like, it's so wild. Like, tell me why the cinematography for, what was it? Dangerous Animals, the IFC, or
It
looked a
looks
lot
so
better than
good.
an IFC film over, like you said, Skydance and Netflix. I mean, I'm gonna watch it, but if you're gonna compete with the blockbusters, even if you make it look like a Michael Bay film, even those movies are still shot pretty well.
Or like Jurassic World Reborn.
Yeah, like, so for the trailer, I mean, I was already interested in it. This trailer didn't elevate my interest in it, so it's probably going to be like a 4.5, maybe 4.5, 4.5 out of 10. Like it didn't like disinterest me if that's even how that's words used. But it also didn't elevate my interest. Like I was like, oh man, I gotta see this. Like I'll watch it when I come around to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. Like I'm actually gonna give it a 4 out
Okay.
of 10 because again, the cinematography just looks so bad, especially from the opening.
Yeah.
From when she's fighting, like I said, it looks like those shots that you show like when you're doing a behind the scenes video of the
Mm-hmm.
making of the thing. And it was like, no, that's gonna be your final shot in there. And then on top of that, again, I go back to Skydance. You know, that's money. That is
Yeah.
money right there that you're putting into this. And maybe the one shot when they were driving, which was like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. You know, that
Probably where
looks
their
like,
whole budget went to.
yeah, that one shot. And then, but it almost looks like it's filmed like a TV show. And I don't mean a modern TV show. It looks like, you know, one from the 90s. Like, it's like,
I was
oh,
about to
this
say
is
like early mid
like
two
Las
thousands.
Vegas
Yeah.
or something like that, where they had an episode where they're, oh, we're gonna go away from the strip and we're gonna do, some crazy stunts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like, and then it looks bad, just looks bad. Like you said, completist. I'll still watch it just because, can it be? I'm just curious. Can it be worse than the first one? But yeah, the trailer. I think you summed it up perfectly. It sort of hurt the interest in it, and it didn't make me even more excited to see
Yeah.
this one. It was sort of like,
I'll get
maybe
around
not
to
so
it,
much.
eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like, there's other stuff. If there's like, oh, I need to fold some laundry and there's nothing on.
Yeah.
Oh, let me pop this on and finally, check it out. If anything, probably do a speed run through the first one and just be like, greatest hits. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Just watch a recap.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, aside from the old guard too, I mean that's all I got on my end.
Yeah. Same. Like I'll watch Charlize, kick a lot of, butt. That's she's fun to watch. Like, what was it, Atomic Blonde? That was a
Yeah.
great one. So I mean, I know she's gonna be great. Let's see, man. Imagine her and Uma Thurman in a movie like 20 years ago. Like how much better? Like her
Jeez.
coming off of Kill Bill, and
Okay, so we're going 20 years ago. What was Charlize doing? She was doing Sweet November. Was it that movie Trapped
well,
with
Italian Job just came out in 2004. Aeon Flux was coming out, and
yeah, Aeon Flux.
yeah,
The movie everyone was asking for.
yeah. But just like the type, like because she's kind of she's become more of like an action type,
Oh
star in
yeah.
her own right. So she's probably always had it in her. So just imagine like just 20 years ago, what kind of like final fight we would have got in this movie. You know what I mean? Like it just, I don't know. I think it would have been I'm not
Yeah.
gonna,
It would have been on a different level, which makes you wonder what this fight's gonna be
yeah. I
like.
mean, I'm not gonna say anything. She could probably still beat me up, but both of them probably could. Like
Doubles on
yeah,
set.
I'll limp into that. I'll be like, oh, okay. But no, I mean, like I said, I'll watch it. Trailer was okay though. Very below mid.
Well, I guess we'll see in July when it finally comes out.
Sometime in July,
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Well, that's everything we have for the Old Guard 2. Thank you as always for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. And like Robert always says, get down in the comments. We want to hear from you. Is this going to be better than the first one? Will it have 67 more tracks than the first one did for the soundtrack? I don't know. We don't know. We're going to find out together, but we want to hear from you down below. So definitely comment and we will respond. Also, Robert, did you want to tell them about the other things we have going on the channel?
Yeah, so we just got through uploading our Avengers Doomsday video where we speculate on who Sam is going to pick for his new Avengers team, the ones we're going to see in the new Avengers movie. We also have our Thunderbolts coverage where we react and review to both the movie and the post-credit scene. If you haven't seen the movie, go watch the movie, then come back, check us out. Let us know if you agree or disagree. We also have our top 10 most anticipated movies of the summer 2025. Summer season just started last week with the Thunderbolts drop. There might be a few surprises in those videos. Let us know. We want to hear from your top 10. We also have other trailer reactions. We just did the show Revival. We also have The Long Walk, Honey Don't, Megan 2.0, Dangerous Animals. We got a little bit of everything, so please check us out.
Awesome. I couldn't have said it better myself, Robert. And as always, thank y'all so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.